Good morning, students. Happy Monday. I was just checking the weather and it looks like it's going to be a little rainy, maybe stormy today, but it's the perfect day to start Unit 2. I think this lesson will make your heart happy and help you have a good Monday. Okay, there's two reminders that I want to give you today before we get started on our lesson. Number one, make sure that if you're doing these video lessons, you do not have to do the Go Math workbook. So don't send me any Go Math workbook. The only thing I need from everybody every week is their weekly assignment. So please make sure you're getting that in. I have to make some calls today and make sure that kids are doing their work. Number two, I'm going to check Imagine Math lessons today. Make sure if you have a spare few minutes to work on it that you're doing that, and that if you get stuck, you just give me a call. Make sure you screenshot the problem and we'll help you get through that lesson. Okay, let's start Unit 2. If you remember, it's about adding and subtracting decimals. So today, instead of a grocery store like we did in class, I've created a toy store. I've put out things that I used to like to play with. Okay, some games, some pinball, some books, Barbies, Hot Wheels, Rubik's Cube, those kind of things. And then as I got older, these are called cassette tapes. Some of you may not know what they are. Okay, and my jam box. These are things that I like to do when I was your age and a little bit older. So we're going to play Toy Store. We're going to add and subtract some items today. I'm going to give you a few examples of what you can do. I took just some note cards. You can use any kind of box that you have. You can use notebook paper, whatever you want to use. And I want you to create a toy store. You could create a grocery store. Anything that you're interested in. If you just wanted it, stuffed animals and dolls, whatever you want to do. And we're going to shop, okay? So if I grab a book, and if I grab the Rubik's Cube, and if I grab the Legos, okay? Of course, with these three items, you are gonna get a total, all right? So, I want you to write yourself out receipts, and I want you to think about what you're going to do with your decimals. There is a tab at the top of my YouTube channel that says playlists, and I've uploaded a lot of our songs that we did in class. And one of them is that decimal point. So remember to line up the dot and give it all you got. And remember to chunk your numbers. So I might add the $19.99 plus the $7.88. So I might get $27.87, and then I may add the book $4.29. So my total bill at this toy store would be $32.16. Now, if you remember in class, when you would add it all right, I would give you some money. And you would take that money and you would give it to the cashier, and then you would tell me what change that you have. So here's two things you can do. You can look around at your house. Maybe you've got some board games. I found some of this in Zoe's room, and it had a $100 bill. Maybe you can find some Monopoly money. If not, you can just take some paper, and you can make yourself $20 bills, $50 bills, whatever you want to create to pay out the cashier. So if I took a $100 bill, remember, if there is no decimal point, it's at the end of the number. So make sure you line up your dots and give it all you got. Okay, so if I paid at my store with a $100 bill, remember you cannot borrow, cannot borrow, cannot borrow. Help out that neighbor. Help out that neighbor. Help out that neighbor. Stop at the 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 2 is 7. And 9 minus 3 is 6. So the change I would get back at my store would be $67.84. Now, am I right? We don't know until I do the recheck. So I really want you, as you're working today, to think back at all the strategies I taught you for the recheck. Make sure you bring down your decimal point, line it up correctly, and I get back my $100 bill. Okay, so just in case you forgot how to do rechecks, you can rewind this video, you can look, make sure that as you do this, that you work really hard. Today, I just want you to practice adding and subtracting the decimals, because this is a two-part lesson. The second part that we're going to do has to do with word problems. So I'm going to leave my store up and I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to make some word problems with these toys. So make sure that the cards that you make for the price tags you keep for the next lesson. Okay, I just want to warn you so you don't throw them away and then have to make new cards tomorrow. All right, well, I've got 2 kids that are still sleeping. So I think I need to take one of these favorite toys and go wake them up. Okay? I hope you have a great day, and I hope this lesson is a lot of fun for you.